welcome to my channel. My name is Kris, and this is my channel. I wanted to share with you what I did this week. Firstly, I worked on these crocheted scrubbies. I had not worked with that kind of yarn before. I kind of liked the texture of the yarn and how it felt when I was crocheting it, and the colors, of course, are really nice. It's very tropical. I'm not entirely sure if it was supposed to be a completely flat design, but I like the kind of little wave that happened when I crocheted it. I actually somehow managed to make a very small one, so I'm gonna give that one to a friend. Next, I got a package that I was very excited for. I had gone to multiple stores for a rotary blade, and I could not find it in any of the stores. So I had to order online, but thankfully it was on sale, which was great because I needed the blade with the housing. So of course I also ordered some gold pens because I have a set of black ones, and I think there's also metallic black. I haven't actually used the pens yet, but thankfully I also got cardstock, so that works in my favor. Gotta try that out. Well, I play Dungeons and Dragons quite often. I used to run 2 games a week, but now I only run 1 on Wednesdays online. And I have dynamic lighting, and I'm very cheap. So because I already own basically everything on D&D Beyond that's available, I just took the pictures and threw it into Roll20, and decided to go around every little line and squiggle and whatnot, and I still ended up messing it up a little. I forgot a couple secret doors to make them doors, but it was just kind of the worst because I don't know if there's a better way to do it, but I wanted to follow all the little lines and everything, even if they were going this way and that way and diagonal and then sharp and what have you. But I got it done, thankfully. They don't know this, but we were doing the Sunless Citadel. For those of you who know which one that is, whether you played the original back in the day or you know it from the Tales of the Yawning Portal. At some point this past week, I started working on my son's blanket. I had made the mistake of taking him to the craft store with me, and he helped me pick out some yarn. So because he kept throwing extra yarn, which I did buy a lot of, into my basket, I told him to pick out his own, and I told him I would make him a blanket. So he picked out sunshine yellow and black. Which, yes, I'm wearing a Gettysburg shirt, which I actually got not while I was living in Pennsylvania, but we're not Steelers fans. He just wanted yellow and black. Just like for his towels, his bath towels, he wanted purple. And for his bed sheets on his new bed, he wanted black. So, those are just the colors he picked out. So I started working on this design that I believe I got from Bernat. It's really just almost 2 steps. The first section of it is for the very bottom, but the rest of the pattern you're working step 2 the whole time, to sort of make this cool wave, which I learned a new stitch, and I can't remember what it's called, but you do, well, for part of the pattern, you do several double crochets. It's mostly double crochets in the project, but you do several double crochets into the same stitch, and then I think a few stitches later, you do this. I'm trying to think of the name. You do this stitch where you double crochet into a stitch, but you don't pull them all the way through, and then you start working into the next stitch and then the one after that. So eventually you have 4 loops on your crochet hook, and then you pull one all the way through. It looks really cool. And the reason why this looks so weird is because I was trying to hold my phone like in this area to try to, because I didn't want to get up. I was a little too lazy to get up, so I actually had to delete the footage where it fell down and tumbled around, and so I'm working on that in my spare time, and that is a long project, especially because I do need to buy extra yarn. I'm waiting for a sale. If anybody knows anything about the blanket yarn or Bernat sales at all, let me know in the comments, because I need a lot of yarn for that blanket. It's supposed to be for a full queen size bed-ish, so we'll see. It would be, when I finish it, it'll probably be the largest blanket that I have done. I did recently, it wasn't this past week, but prior to this past week, I don't like knitting. That's a whole nother story. I crocheted a baby blanket for one of my bosses at work, and she's not due for a while now, but it was fun. I need to block it and once I block it, I can wrap it up and put it away and be done with it. I'm working on right now are breasts. But the way that the pattern is, it's kind of an annoying pattern, mostly because I cannot deal with a lot of the singular. As you can see, the skin tone, that is a lot, because it goes all the way across in the shoulders and up here, and it's just a lot of the pattern. And then there's some flowers that drape across the, to censor the image. So I've been trying to get as close to the flowers as possible so I could work in a lot of different colors. I have already messed up, as I do, but unless you're taking the pattern and comparing it side by side, you can't really tell. Finally, actually, before I get to that point, if you're all curious as to why I cannot stop playing with this pen, it's because I have a tendency to talk with my hands, and if there's something within reach that I could just wave around at people, I'll do it. Also, because I wrote all this stuff down in my ARC notebook, which this is my first time trying a disc-bound journal. I haven't actually done anything other than write in it. It's like I haven't taken pages out or added new things. So I don't know if I like it yet, but I like the pattern of the book. And finally, I made my very first original macrame piece. I made one a while ago. Well, okay, I bought a kit which you can see the pictures of the final kit results on my Buy Me a Coffee page. And if you are interested in supporting me on that page, you also get to see the supporters only review that I did. It's primarily about what I made and my own personal review of what I made, and it's a little bit about the kit as well. So check that out if you have time. But I actually, this week, it was actually last night, I spent, I don't know, 3 hours maybe. I had some extra cord from that kit and that I wanted to do something with, and I think I have a little bit more, like a small ball left of it that I'm going to, and I keep looking this way because it's actually hanging up, but I'm not showing anybody yet. It's top secret. I saw a portion of a pattern where using square knots, and I saw somebody on YouTube, I think, because I try to watch a lot of like knotting tutorials, or macrame tutorials for new knots, so that way I can try to learn new techniques, since I've never done macrame before. I saw one that was made with square knots, and I think it was a gentleman. I will find it and probably post a little edit in the description later, but the video was actually where he took that one little, I'm gonna call it a piece of a pattern, and just did it across and like in this big macrame piece, and I liked like the section of it, so I took the way the section works for the top, and then I just did things for the rest of it, and it looks really good. I'm probably going to add to it. It's kind of skinny, and I used a 12-inch dowel, but I might add something on the ends just to fill it out a little, but I'm really happy with it a lot, and I tried a few things that I had never tried before, and that was really nice. So thank you for watching my very first video. I am Kris is Crafty, and I hope to see you next week. Have a good weekend. Hello, welcome to, no. Hello there. Nope, I hate my hair. I forgot that I could just keep recording this because I could just cut that part out. Hello, welcome to my channel. Hello, welcome to my channel. Oh. Hi there. Welcome to Kris is Crafty. No. Hello there. Welcome to, forgot to lock the door. Oh. It's kind of loud. Hi there. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kris of Kris is Crafty, and I'm